Okay, so let's show you the dashboard, the front area of my S-Max. And here we are. This is the front section of the cabin. Let me just show you this side first. This is the door card. And so you've got memory seats. Okay, 1, 2, 3 adjustment. Lock, unlock. Okay, I appreciate this because you've got one lock, unlock button here and one more on the passenger seat, which I think is absolutely useful for situations when, let's say, like I go and tapao food. Okay, my wife is wait for me inside the car. I get down, go tapao my food. She can lock and unlock the car from her side of the cabin without having to stretch over to my side. My Waja doesn't have that feature and doesn't have this button, unfortunately. With my E39, BMW placed the button in the center console. For me, either way works, all right? Either you place the lock unlock button on the center console, or you place the lock unlock on either one of these doors. Either solution to me, fine. I just don't appreciate it when car makers put the lock unlock on one side and not the other. That one to me, very mafan. Coming back to the door card, so you can see this is nice leather material. This part is soft touch. This is a bit of a harder grade plastic, but still decent quality. And you can see here, this is the standard power window, side mirror adjust buttons. This one here, this actually is the child lock. So you press this button to lock the two rear doors from the inside, so that you cannot look. So that your kids cannot open the door from the inside. This is very, very convenient, because with most other cars, what you have to do is you have to open the rear passenger door and find the slot in there for you to pull la or flick la or screw la and all that. This one, at the touch of a button, you activate the child locks on both sides. Fantastic design and thought. So we come to here, you can see the seat adjustments, all right, front, back. You've got a lumbar support adjustment as well. This is also something pretty, this tray here is something pretty nifty. So let's say, like, I imagine this is where, let's say when you just came back from a meeting, for example, you get in the car, you sit down, you just drop your file or whatever here. This panel here, it holds it. Here you can see this is the headlight switch, front fogs, rear fog lamps, instrument cluster brightness. This is this drawer, all right, you look at it, right, it looked like a size suitable for our smart tags, but that day when I put my smart tag in, I had difficulty extracting it. So right now this drawer is no longer in use for us. So we'll come inside, and so let me just show you this. I start the engine. Right, you see me moving forward? Yep, so this is easy entry and access. I thought of disabling it, but my wife now appreciates this feature because, you know, pregnant lady, she appreciates that space so that she can get in. The seat will just push her forward automatically when she's settled down, and then when you switch off the engine, the seat will retract and give you that space to exit the car. So the steering wheel, okay, got paddle shifters. These are the cruise control buttons here. This is the audio control buttons. I've got voice commands, so I can't. This one does not have high proton or high Ford or whatever. This one, you want voice command, you have to press the button, and
please say a command.
Yeah, and the infotainment screen will display the list of commands that you can use. Come back to the screen later. Let me just show you first the instrument cluster. So this is the instrument cluster. Basically, it is a fully digital instrument cluster. Yes, you have these physical dials, all right, printed dials here, all right, but in actual fact, the whole thing is a digital screen. Let me just demonstrate. So the controls, okay, so there are actually two halves of the screen. This side, okay, is controlled from here. All you need to do is to press the left and right button to browse between menu layers. You just keep pressing left, you deactivate the screen. Same logic here. This pad controls the middle screen here, So you keep pressing left, you empty the you exit the layers of menus. So you can see this here, this side, this is the speedometer, and this car actually has lane departure warning and lane keep assist. So the button is here. I just press this button, and you can see this little image here that comes out to show me that the lane departure warning and lane keep assist is active, but usually actually I turn it off lah. Okay, you also notice that there is a miles per hour speed display. That one I just left it, I just activated it for fun. I can deactivate it if I choose to. So let me just browse you through the feature, the screen. This is the entertainment screen. Okay, I press here lah. So yeah, audio is currently off. I can press down. There's this compass mode. Basically, this ties into the car's navigation system. I think it's just that they already have the navigation hardware in the car, so you've got so this car is able to at all times determine its heading as well its GPS location. But because the navigation software itself is not installed, all you get is just a compass. So I also can use the phone function, which, well, the phone is not currently paired. So this screen basically covers these three aspects. Here, this side, this is where got a bit more features. So I've got 2 trip computers. Okay, I press OK to reset. And I've got the fuel economy. So basically this one shows me my instantaneous fuel consumption and long-term average fuel consumption. Got average speed. Down here this is where you engage or disengage the driver assist features. I've got traction control, I've got driver alert, I've got this is another way to activate the lane keeping system. So yeah, you can choose to just let it alert you, you can choose it to have it aid, or you can choose to have it both. Okay, so this is lane keep this is lane departure warning. 8 would be lane keep assist. So intensity, you can also set how proactive the system is, whether does it act very, very aggressively, or does it act in a way that it gives you a lot of leeway intervening only when you are absolutely out. So we've got tire pressure monitoring system here. Okay, monitor the tire pressures of the car, monitor pressures of the tire, and yeah, so I can adjust the settings here. Let me just start with the display. So we've got distance, so you can change the units. Okay, temperature units, tire pressure units, change the language. Now interestingly, you only get to choose between English or Chinese. I can't read Chinese lah, to be frank. So yep, so here we have it. This is the option to engage, to set the speedo in miles per hour. There you go, just deactivate it. But I just left it there lah, for fun's sake. Mikey. So this Mikey, basically, let's say like it's for you to if you have a kid, for example, you want to limit. Let me see what's. Please put key in backup slot. I think I am going to try this when I am home. So vehicle, alarm, chimes, information. Okay, well, I'll activate that. Easy entry and exit. This is the function which retracts the seat, and every time when I switch off the engine, and then when I get back on the car, when you start the engine, the seat pushes you back forward. Auto engine off, that one, well, never. This is not. This car actually does not have auto start stop. So that auto engine off function, I'm not quite sure what it has. Maybe it switches the engine off when it detects that you leave the car, but that never happened anyways. So we've got adaptive headlamps. Okay, yeah. So yeah, the headlamps, the front headlamps are infinitely adjustable, and if you go to a left-hand drive country, then you can switch it to left-hand traffic. So why is this important? Because when you go, you see, basically, right, worldwide, whenever whenever manufacturers calibrate the throw of their headlamps, they will always adjust the passenger side to shine slightly higher. This is to enable you to be able to see any pedestrians walking at the side of the road, and you know, or at the same by the same token, for pedestrians to better see you, because that means that the light is shining more directly toward their eyes. But on the driver's side, which is the side closer to oncoming traffic, the headlamp is pointed lower so that you don't glare the oncoming driver. Okay, so you've got auto high beam, auto lamp delay. Then you can choose, then you have locking, adjust the locks, auto unlock, relock, mislock. Auto unlock is, I believe, it self unlocks the car whenever you off the engine. So mirror, you can engage or disengage the auto fold. Oil life, yep, so that is the service indicator. Park lock control, not quite sure what that is. Seat belts, so this is the seat belt warning system, seat belt indicator. Windows, yeah, I can remotely wind down the windows if I choose. Wipers, rain sensing or courtesy wipe. Courtesy wipe? Got a lot to explore with this car. Okay, so that so that's the these are some of the features just on the instrument cluster alone. Clearly, this is a very high-tech, very sophisticated car, but honestly, I would have traded some of those features for a reverse camera. Yeah, so we come over here to another screen. This is the touch screen. It's a 4-quadrant display system. So this is the home screen, where this part is for your phone connectivity. This is for your radio. This one actually ties into the navigation system. So you press where am I? Yep, so you see the GPS coordinates as well as your direction. You can also choose to install apps here, which I have not bothered to, and you even have a calendar. So yeah, go to today, but I can't put anything there. Never mind that. So sort by icon, date, whatever. So this is not a particularly useful part of the screen. So this one is so here, this is the radio, which I can choose AM, FM, CD, USB, Bluetooth audio, which I will quickly off, okay, so that it doesn't interfere with our recording. This is the climate control, where you see they already have the temperature control and the fan speed control here as physical buttons, as well as aircon on off, recirculating, aircon power. But here is where you get to adjust a bit more. You can adjust which blowers to use. You also have seat ventilation, heating and cooling. So yeah, there you have it. And this is the Sony audio system, volume control. It's got CD player as well. And this is something I want to show you. Press this, multi-contour seats, massage function or lumbar support adjustment. I tell you, the massage is damn good. Okay, so let me just put this to neutral, and that's Bobby there with the 7 Series. Let me just show you this. So here, this is a very, very deep storage bin. Okay, so you can see this pen, right? This pen I drop inside there. It's gone. It's so deep. Okay, this is how deep the pen went. So basically, this whole slot, you can just drop your phone in there. Inside here, 12-volt socket, SD card, 2 USB ports. Brilliant. And behind there is another hidden compartment as well. So fantastic. Okay, so you can hide this is also another area where you can hide your smart tag, your mobile phones in there, out of sight. On top here, this is another bin here, which you can drop even your parking cards, whatever there. Pretty big space. Here, the middle cup holders. Okay, this is the standard height cup holder. You can pull this out to store even bigger bottles in there. All right, here you can see this trim here. Okay, they built this dashboard with good symmetry so that it's easy for them to switch between left and right hand drive, but they didn't bother to flip the parking brake to the driver's side. So this button here deactivates the parking sensors. Armrest here, so I can choose to lift this up. It has this tray here. If I pull out this side, if I pull out this side, it opens up the whole tray as well. And this is a very, very deep slot. See this contraption I drop in there? I barely see it anymore. Yeah. So there's the glove box. You can see here is inside here is all carpeted. Very, very nice. Okay, so yeah, this is the front dashboard of the S-Max. I'm going to show you the rear section of the car separately. Yeah. Oh. So there you have it. So I'm going to show you the rear section of the car in a separate video because there's just quite a lot of points to cover. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.